Hey, what's up guys? Jeremy here for another just a video response, and today we're going to look at Thriftdweller's best thrift store finds. And I'm just going to give you some, I think, to date over the past year. Again, not my rarest games, but I just think these are some of the better finds over the past year. Alright, so we're just going to give you a quick look at these games right here. Alright, now starting off with Nintendo Entertainment System, I was able to find Ninja Gaiden 3, The Agentship of Doom. That's complete in box, and that was just a couple bucks, as you see there, $4. Now, I was really surprised to see this. I remember when I picked it up at a random, not even a thrift store, I don't even know what you call it, like a, it'll come to me here in a second, just a merchant shop, I guess. Basically, it was facing like this, and I remember seeing like Ninja 3, and I'm like, no way, and I pulled it out, and I was just like, oh my god, and I just can't believe that it's probably been sitting there for years, and no one has seen it. Alright, so that's, for me, that was a kind of like a wow moment. Alright, another one came out to about $5, was Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for Sega Genesis, and it's funny that Thriftdweller had this too, because when I saw it, I was like, oh, done. Right, so I had to get that. I was excited to get that because I know it's again, it's not the most rarest game for Sega Genesis, but I just, when I saw it, I was like, mine, right? Michael. So another one was going along here, Super Nintendo, and I'm going to give you a quick story here. I'm going to tie in these two games here, Super Nintendo, with this here. It's Mr. Dew's Castle for Atari 2600. All right, so we have Aerobiz Supersonic, and that's complete in box. Mr. Dew's Castle for Atari 2600, and Lufia, which is also another another game that Thriftdweller was talking about. Now, going again, talking about that place near where I live, it's called The Barn. What ended up happening on the same day, I came in and I see the guy, actually no, I lied, it was on two separate days. I came in and I see the guy, and he was like, oh, do you have any new games this week? And he pulls out his box, and then I see this, I'm like, bam, mine, right? So it's like $5. All right. Prior to that, on a different occasion, I was there. He was not there, but his mom was there, right? So what ended up happening was there was stuff, and it's all over. Not just games. We're talking like books, TVs, electronics, antiques, etc., 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 and it's all mixed all over the place. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to start digging around. So I started moving stuff around, and I remember that in a case, and for Atari for the Bretsky, if you guys ever go back, I'll tell you where it is someday, but there was a case, and it was kind of, the games were back like stacked like this, and they're all in a row like this. And to get to it, what ended up happening, sorry, the game just fell out there, but to get to it, I had to like move all these electronic things over and stuff. It's like a stack, as you guys can remember, it's like stacked all the way up, and then I had to like move the shelf over, and then I could reach back in there and I could see games like just like this. So with that there, I remember, you could tell there's like whatever, NFL and a couple others, which I could clearly see, but I remember seeing just kind of in the distance, like maybe the third one, and I like Aerobiz, right? So I knew it was either Aerobiz or Aerobiz Supersonic. So I reached in and I grabbed it and I pulled it out, and it was Aerobiz Supersonic, and I was like, whatever, $5 as well. Again, this is a little bit more of a rare game for Super Nintendo, but my question is, like, what ended up happening, when I pulled that out, I'm like, yes, right? And then I wanted to go in more, because who knows, like back here there could have been more games, and they've just been sitting there, right? But I remember the owner's mom was like, oh, sorry, you can't be doing that, you're making a mess. And I said, oh, I'll put stuff back after. But I didn't win that battle, so at least I know where they are for the future if I ever go back. Now, going back to the barn again. All right, what ended up happening, as you guys know, when you go to the barn, the parking lot's here. There's a barn right here where that's where everyone goes to get their stuff. There's two things in the back, and there's one over here. So when I went there, I talked to the owner, and he said, oh, why don't you go take a look over here and stuff. I went in here, this barn right here, and he let me have a few minutes. And once I went in the barn, let's just imagine this is it here, sorry guys. When I went in, it goes this way, then down, then here, and then down and back here, right? So when I started, I went in here and I saw some games, and then I just like thought I'd just scope out the place really quick. So I went farther, I saw some systems and different stuff here, and then when I went back in here, I saw like a gold mine of like stuff, right? So I just started like rummaging through stuff. I saw like Dreamcast in box, I saw Game Boys in box, saw games like in different like Tupperware pullout areas. And I just stumbled, like I just remember finding this, right? And my time was running out, so I just grabbed it and stuff and I brought it, and then I said, oh, how much for this? And he was like $2.50. So I was like, yes. And then I got that and took off. So here was like 5.5 on different occasions, $10 and 12. Well, $2.50 was $12.50. All right, so that was another find. Going along in a different pawn shop, I was able to get these for $5 a piece. There's Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI for GBA SP. On another occasion, and it would just happen at the same time. This is probably in one of my earlier video pickup videos. I just repeated myself. Video game pickup collecting videos. I was at Value Village, and I remember seeing it was in the open, hanging like this, a Valkyrie profile. I'm like, what the, and stuff. So I'm like, grabbed it, and then I like when I brought it to the counter, obviously I'll tell you more in a bit, I opened it to make sure everything there, which was immaculate complete. And then behind that there was Breath of Fire, and then behind that there was Final Fantasy VII, and they were some of them were $3.99, the others were priced $5.99. So I showed them, and I got it all for $3.99. But this here, I don't know why. I think, well, because a lot of people wanted this for PS1. And just because of the game itself and because of the condition it was in, I was just amazed to see it at Value Village. So that was awesome. Had another pickups. I don't know, I thought this was kind of cool. Nintendo 64. Getting these two here, Bomberman 64 and Worms Armageddon. Atari Leaf's a Worms guy and stuff. So there was that. I thought that was pretty cool to find. But here are the last three games I want to talk about. And these were $5 a piece. All right. I was very excited to see all... Oh, actually, five. So then, when I saw these and they're in case complete, I was just like, oh my god, because they're still available. I'm sure you guys out there have stumbled upon these and stuff. But finding this here, Ocarina of Time Master Quest, was fantastic. This here is a little bit more of a rare game, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2, and that's complete. But I don't know why Pikmin 2 has eluded me for so long. So a couple of weeks ago when I found it, I was just, wow, Pikmin 2. And I grabbed it, $5 out the door. All right, so that, again, are some of my more exciting pickups of the year. Watch probably my next video, I'll find something totally amazing. But anyways, that's it for now, and hopefully that video, this response video, is good for Thriftdweller. So hope you're all well, and we'll see you all soon. Take care.